So you want to know how to remember names, right? What's going on? Lewis Angel right here with AE Mind. I am your memory and mind coach, remember that. And for today's video, I actually want to show you how to go about remembering names or memorizing someone's name that you just met. It's a pretty simple process. I learned a system from Ron White, two-time USA memory champ Ron White, and a good friend of mine, and he taught me how to go about doing this in a system that I learned from Memory in a Month. It's a program that he put out. You can actually check it out at my website, on my website at aemind.com. But if you check that out, he teaches you 5 simple steps to go about really memorizing anything, especially names. Like, think about this. I don't know if this has happened to you or not. It probably has. You know, it used to happen to me all the time, to where I would meet someone, right? I would meet someone, shake their hand. They would tell me, we'll exchange names. Hey, my name is Lewis. Hey, my name is, Stephanie or whatever. We'll exchange names, walk away. And then 2 seconds later, I'm like, dude, what was her name, man? I forgot her name. Dang, what was her name? So, if that has happened to you, then you came to the right video, because I'm going to show you how to go about memorizing someone's names or remembering someone's name that you just met, so that you don't go through that little awkward phase when you come back next and be like, what was your name again? I forgot your name. You don't have to go through that again. You'll be like, oh, what's going on, Stephanie? Before I give you the magic formula on how to memorize someone's name in an instant, let me show you another way that I actually learned how to go about memorizing someone's name before I actually even apply this system. I did it a different way, which was helping me out a lot. And if you don't really want to go through the 5 simple steps that I'm going to give you, you want to do it this other way, then great, you can do that as well. It's not as effective, but it still gets the job done. So the first way to go about memorizing someone's name or remembering someone's name is to essentially just visualize yourself repeating back that name to that person in your mind. So say you meet this girl, Stephanie. You meet her, you shake her hand, hey, what's going on? My name is Lewis. Hey, my name is Stephanie. So you visualize it. You guys walk away. You do a little talk, small talk. You walk away. And what you do in your mind is you visualize yourself walking up to her in different occasions. Because, see, the mother of all skills is really spaced repetition. How you learn everything is just to repeat something over and over, but just in a spaced set of time. So you don't want to do it right away. You do it, maybe right now, maybe 5 minutes later, you repeat again. Maybe in a few days, you repeat again that person's name or any piece of information, right? So what you want to do is visualize you meeting that person once again in a different situation, maybe a few times, do that a few times, and say that person's name. Hey, what's going on, Stephanie? Give her a nice hug. Hey, what's going on, Stephanie? How are you doing, Stephanie? So you repeat that name in your mind a few times and then see yourself doing that in a few different situations. And then next time you actually physically meet her, boom, the name's just going to pop right up because you already did that in your mind in separate occasions, right? So that's one of the ways that you can memorize someone's name or actually remember someone's name a lot quicker, a lot faster. It's just repeat it in your mind. Visualize yourself in different situations repeating that person's name. Now, once again, that other method is not as effective as what I'm about to teach you right now, but it still does get the job done. And if you combine both of these methods together, you can actually see a much greater improvement at how many people's names you are able to remember and memorize. So let me teach you this next method. What you need to do is you need to first know the 5 simple steps to being able to memorize really anything, especially someone's name. What you need is to, number 1, you need a focus. Number 2, you need a file or a place to store information. Think of it like a filing cabinet. You place things in there, you retrieve it a lot easier, right? So a file is essentially something that you create. In this case, we're going to use someone's facial features. So a file, you create a file, you store information on there so you can retrieve it easier later on. Number 3, you need a picture. You need a picture. Essentially, you need to convert an abstract idea such as a name into a picture so you can store that onto a file. Number 3, you need action, or what we call glue. You need to be able to stick that picture that you created onto a file some way. So how do you do that is you attach a glue to it, or you add action from the object to the file. And I'll show you how to do that right now. Number 5 is going to be to review. Remember, the mother of all skill is spaced repetition. So you review, you repeat a few times, and you'll be able to remember someone's name like that, real easy. Now remember, I learned this from my mentor and 2-time USA memory champion, Ron white. And I remember seeing him at one of his live seminars, memory seminars, where he was teaching us how to really go about doing this. And he said something really cool. In order to what? Number one, you need to focus on what you're about to do, right? So if you're meeting someone for the first time, let's say, you're meeting a guy, and I'll show you a picture right here. If you meet this person, right? You're meeting this person out at a business meeting or something like that. You're meeting him for the first time. What you want to do is, as you're walking up to this person that you've never met before, what you want to say in your mind is say, wow, what is this person's name? Because what that's going to do, asking that question, is going to help you focus on finding that answer. And as soon as he gives you the answer, you're going to be able to just capture it right then and there, right? So your brain's going to capture it. So what you want to do is ask yourself a few times as you're walking up. Don't say it out loud. It might be kind of strange walking up to a person and actually saying this out loud. So say it within your mind. Say, what is his name? What is his name? What is his name? What is his name? And that helps you to focus. And then number two, you need a file. So you need a location, a facial feature within this person's face to be able to store information, right? So we choose a certain spot within this person's face that just kind of stands out. Let's say we see that the eyebrows kind of stand out for whatever reason, right? So let's choose the eyebrows in this case of this person to use that as a file. And then what we need is what? Step 3 is a picture. So what we do is convert his name. Let's say we walk up to him. What is his name? What is his name? He tells me his name. My name is Louis, and then he tells me his name is John. So then we convert John into a picture. Now my picture for John is, what do you think of when you think of John? When I say think of a picture for John, I don't know if you thought the same picture, but for me it's going to the toilet, going to the restroom. So my picture for John is essentially a toilet. So whatever your picture for John is, in this case let's use toilet, right? So we take the picture toilet and then we want to attach that to the file, which are John's eyebrows. So how do we do that? We add action. Action is essentially doing something with the toilet on the eyebrows in this case, right? So you take the toilet, you put it on the eyebrows, and then you imagine something happening. Maybe you're right there, you're walking on his eyebrows, you jump over from one eyebrow to the other where the toilet is at, and then you do your business right there. Now you made a mess all over the toilet and the eyebrows. Now I know that's very vivid, that's a very vivid image, but trust me, the more action and emotion you attach to a certain particular image, the stronger you'll be able to cement that together, and the easier it's going to get for you to retrieve that and remember that person's name later on down the road. Because I guarantee you, next time you walk up to John, you're easily going to be able to remember, okay, well, what was the facial feature on that I chose? You'll see the eyebrows, and then you will instantly see what was going on. You're doing your little business on the toilet on his eyebrows, and then your picture for your representation for toilet is what? John. So you remember, you be able to say, hey, what's going on, John? Why? Because you were visually able to see the picture of a toilet for John. I'll post a link down below, or even right here, of a video that my good friend Ron White, two-time USA Memory Champ Ron White, made about essentially this similar process on how to really go about doing this, how to remember someone's name or memorize someone's name. And he explains it with different examples, and actually in later videos I will show you how to really convert a bunch of different names into pictures, because that's the key to being able to do this. You practice, you're meeting people on a regular basis anyway, so go ahead and start practicing this. Turn their name into a picture and then attach that picture to a part of their face that just stands out, such as eyebrows or nose or mouth, smile, some cheekbones, a big forehead if they have a big forehead, maybe bald if the guy's bald or the girl is bald, there's that happens as well, or maybe big ears. So start doing that. Attach a person's name, turn it into a picture, and attach it to a part of their body. So make sure you start doing that on a regular basis. Remember, make sure to also like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll post a link right here on my logo. Subscribe to the channel AE Mind, and also visit me at aemind.com. I'll have a tab on there, memory training, where I teach you how to really go about memorizing not only names and faces, but also memorizing numbers, and also memorizing poems and songs and all kinds of different great stuff, even playing cards for that matter. So make sure you do that, aemind.com. Check me out. I'll show you different cool stuff on improving your memory and other motivational videos. Remember, just let's go, let's make it happen. You have the ability within you to really go about and do anything in life that you want to do, and this is one of those techniques that's going to help you achieve that. Whatever your goals you have, then great. Remember to share it with your friends, and I'll see you on the next video. Let's go. Come on.